In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 best methods at finding a new hairstylist, the 3 worst ways to find one, as well as how to determine if you should in fact move on to another stylist or if you should give your current one the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so number 1 is to ask for recommendations only from people that have either your hair type or your goals. This is by far the best way to start your search. When asking for recommendations, whether it's from people you know or people outside of your network like Facebook groups, you want to be sure to ask people that have a very similar hair type or goals that you do. For example, if you're a blonde with fine hair, you don't want to ask your thick and dark-haired friend for a recommendation. While their stylist may be extremely skilled at dealing with thick hair, they may not know how to work with fine or blonde hair. It's also a good idea to step outside of your network when looking for a recommendation. If you see someone at a restaurant that has the hair of your dreams, you should 100% go up to them and ask who they go to. If they're happy with their stylist, they will be thrilled to tell you about them. Okay, so number 2 is to use social media to your advantage. Instagram especially is one of the best ways that you can check out a stylist's work before committing to them. You'll want to search for hashtags specific to your hair and your location. For example, try Phoenix Blonding Specialist or Raleigh Curly Cuts. This is the best way to ensure you're going to someone that knows exactly what they're doing for your hair type or your specialty. Then you can check out their page and see if they align with what you're looking for. Now, something to keep in mind when using Instagram is they don't necessarily have to have the hugest following in order to be a legit stylist. It's so much work these days to grow on social media platforms, and some stylists don't dedicate hours and hours and hours a week into this. And especially if they already have a built clientele, they don't need to, and that's okay. What you're looking for here is proof that they know what they're doing. Check out pictures of their work, before and afters. Look at their bio. Do they mention something about being a lead stylist or an educator? These are both great indicators that you're going to be in good hands. Okay, so number 3 is to utilize Google. Now, this may be a given, but I'm going to teach you how to find somebody that is exactly what you are looking for. Perform a Google search, but don't just look up salons in your area. You'll want to add keywords that are specific to your specialization or hair type. For example, hair salons that specialize in curly hair. This is going to help you find not only salons that mention these keywords on their website, but also clients that leave reviews that mention these things in their review. You should also assess their website. What kind of vibe does it give? The branding on their site will likely have the same aesthetic that they have in their salon. You can also find what services they offer, their pricing, as well as the process to book an appointment. All right, now let's talk about what you should not do when finding a new stylist. The first one is to avoid beauty schools. Now, for some of you, this may be a given, and other of you are like, what the heck? They have to start somewhere. But hear me out. This is a risk. Yes, this is going to be the cheapest alternative, but you could end up with a disaster on your hands that ends up costing you way more in the long run, as well as have your hair completely damaged. I've had multiple clients come to me for a corrective color situation because they tried to save a buck by going to a beauty school. So unless you're looking for a very basic cut or color, which my guess is if you were, you wouldn't be watching this right now, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so next up is picking a salon at random. So I get it. Sometimes you just need to get in immediately, and you really can't wait for the curly hair specialist to open up her availability. But picking the closest salon to you that can get you in immediately really isn't the best idea. In this case, you have no idea what their strengths or weaknesses are, and it should raise some concern if they have full availability and aren't booked up. Now, I'm not saying that just because someone has openings soon means that they're a bad stylist. That's not the case at all. But generally, if somebody is good, they're gonna be booked up. And there might be a reason that the other place has a lot of availability. Okay, now the last thing that you wanna look out for are huge deals and discounts. Now, I know that a discount sounds enticing, but a huge deal is often a red flag. If a stylist is good at what they do, they're gonna be getting clients from referrals as well as positive reviews on social media. They're not really gonna need to give out huge discounts to get people to sit in their chair. And while some discounting and promotions is totally okay, especially in slow seasons or if the stylist is moving and is new somewhere, this is completely acceptable. But any deal that seems too good to be true likely is. Giving away huge services for free or excessive discounts shows that the stylist or salon is likely in a desperate situation. Rather than focusing on specializations or clients that are in line with their work, they are focusing on people that are looking for the best deal. And this translates to someone that isn't really confident nor possibly competent at their work. They're gonna wind up with a lot of clients that come in one time and one time only. Okay, now let's talk about how to determine if it's time to walk away from your current hairstylist. If you haven't been fully happy with your last few services, make sure that you're fully expressing your concerns and asking your stylist for proper communication. If your goals are unachievable in a few sessions, your stylist needs to tell you this. Make sure you show pictures of what you want as well as what you don't want, so that you and your stylist are on the same page. Now, if you've done all of this, you've given them the benefit of the doubt, and you've given them a few chances, and you're still not happy, then it's time for you to move on. I would then recommend trying one and or all of the 3 recommendations in the beginning of this video. All right, guys, that is gonna be it for today. Let me know if any of these methods have worked for you in the past. I'd also love to know what's most important to you when searching for a new stylist or salon home. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe if you wanna make every day a good hair day.